Here on the Afterlife server, Torvian and myself are currently working on a circus. And the reason for building the circus is so that we can celebrate honey, we can celebrate the bees, and we thought of doing a festival, and then we came up with this circus project. Now the main reason we're doing this is because all these updates that come out can cause that people forget about the bees and the honey, and we just want to ensure that everyone remembers them. Now for this week's episode, I started by testing out a little road going around the main tent, just getting a feel of the roads, kind of get a base design going. We will definitely tweak this as we go, but it just helps shape things out and helps us plan a little bit better where we can place games and things like that. But to start things off, I want to work on a test of strength game. Yes, we are building a new game this week, and it's going to be a test of strength game. It's that game where you have the big hammer and you hit a platform on the floor, and then a little ball kind of thing shoots up and hits a bell at the top. I think you understand what game I'm referencing. Now it will have to work a little bit different because we don't have the mechanics of that machine. We have redstone to work with, so it will have to have a redstone lamp kind of variation to it, but we'll get to that later on. Right now I need to get some resources together, and once I have that, I'll meet up with you right here at the circus so that we can actually start building the strongman. Yes, you heard me correctly. It's called the strongman, and this is where it's gonna be, right across the bumper boats game, more or less over there. And how it's gonna work is we will have our button. This is mimicking the platform that you'll be hitting with a hammer. Instead we'll be right-clicking. That will send a signal into our big wall of power that will more or less be something like this. We'll have the first layer, which is weak sauce. Then we'll have the second layer, which is a little bit stronger. Then we'll have the third layer, which is almost powerful. And then we'll have the fourth layer, which is absolute monster or something like that. That is more or less the idea. And this is the execution of the idea. Well, except for the decor, which I'll add later on. But this is more or less what we got. We have 4 tiers of strength. If you are super strong, you will be in the red zone, and if you are weak sauce, you will be in the white zone. And as you can see, I used some birch, I used some spruce going through all out this build, and I have birch little buttons, white, yellow, orange, red wool, redstone lamps, and we have dark oak running down the center that we stripped down. That's the design. So now if you punch this button, it will determine how strong you are, and I'm apparently not strong at all because I did not figure out how to do the redstone bit of this thing. For that, I'm going to have to bring in an expert. So let's meet up with Justin and see what he can do for us. Mr. Justin, the Redstone Wizard, thank you for seeing me in such short notice, I guess.
It's not a problem, KB.
So my audience knows what's going on, but I think let's get everyone up to speed. We kind of already had a chat, but what I'm developing is a strongman test of strength game, where you punch a button, and then it will evaluate your strength and give you an output. And I did go scratch on the internet to try and figure out the redstone for this, but I couldn't get it to work. But at least we have your brain, and it seems you figured it out, so what do you have in mind?
Yeah, so I messed around with it a little bit, and what I think we can do is have like an item randomizer that basically selects 1 out of 4 items, and well, since you have 4 rows of lights, 1 item will be sent out and be put into a filter, and that will trigger the light.
Is it that simple?
Well, with a little redstone magic added into it.
You make it sound so easy. Okay, that sounds fine. So I think what we'll do, I have some other stuff I can do as well. I'll leave you to it, give you some space to quietly work in this corner of the world, and then I'll check in when you're ready to go to show us what you've done.
Sounds good.
While we wait for Justin to do his redstone magic, I thought we'd come back to the rocket factory, where in the last episode I built the exterior of the rocket factory, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. It's kind of a Tesla meets factory kind of build with my own little bit of a flair to it. And we even had Kaffers come over and consult for us. She's great in interior decoration, so the IOU that I have with her, I just converted that into 3 interior decoration consultations. And she gave us some great advice. Like the first thing she said was to put our logo right on front of the factory, and that's what I'm currently working on. But while I do that, I do want to mention we still have applications open, so if you feel like your content is on par with ours and you'd like to join us on the AfterLife server, you're welcome to check link in description. There'll be an application video there explaining everything you need to know. And I can also mention that all of the AfterLife members, their links be in the description down below, so feel free to check out their work. And then finally, we do have a Discord, so if you want to hang out with us and communicate more and see what else is going on, you're welcome to check that out. But marketing out of the way, let's head back to the circus and see what Justin has created with his redstone witchery. Alright, Mr. Justin, what do you have for us?
Well, all the redstone is done now for the machine. Was a fun one to get done.
Okay, so it's running?
Yeah, it's running. You wanna give it a try?
I want to, but what if it chooses the bottom one?
Oh, it's just a test. It's not the full thing.
Okay, we'll just label it as the beta test, not the legit final outcome.
Yep, exactly.
What if it goes to the top then?
Ooh, then it's the real result.
Okay. Let's see.
And yeah, definitely a beta test.
Beta test. Okay, beta test. But
Yep.
Let's ignore that real quick before people say anything. You can just show us what you've done.
Yep, let's come back here. So you know those test of strength machines are really slim.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so I tried as much as I can to stick all of the redstone down underground so that you don't have to spend too much like space covering this up.
Yeah, that helps, because with the bumper boats, I had a little bit of the redstone mechanical things on display, but it's hidden, but a little bit on display, so this way I can at least get that done as well.
Yeah. And if you want to have a look at it, we can go on the other side. There's a staircase down and I can explain how it works.
Okay, let's run through it. It looks intimidating from the top, but I think if you explain it, it'll probably be simpler.
Alright, so above this redstone block is the button.
Okay.
Once you press it, a signal will be sent all the way down here through this line to this dispenser. It's not a dispenser. What's the other thing? Dropper?
Yes.
Yes, a dropper. So there's 4 items in there.
Okay.
And it correlates to the 4 lights up above. If we come over here, so once you press the button, it dispenses an item, it comes up into this water stream and gets sent into one of these item filters.
Oh, okay.
So each item filter you can see there's items in there.
I'm right-clicking things. Don't break anything, right?
No. It'll be fine. So once there's an extra item in the system, it will send a signal up this torch tower, either one of the torch towers, and that will light up the lamps.
You make it sound so simple.
It always sounds a lot simpler than it is. And also the extra bonus thing that you wanted was the reward system. So if you see on this torch over here above my head, there is an extra line of redstone in front of it.
Oh.
That goes all the way up to that other dropper, which has sticks in it, because I didn't have the item for the reward.
Oh yeah, so what I'm planning with that is to have a ticket system. You buy a ticket, you play games with the tickets, and if you win, you get tokens. And then, so if I play the game and I can win, can I win?
You know what? I have a test button just for this, just in case. One shot. All right, I'll press the test button. Back over here, so you should see the top light come on.
Oh. Oh yes, yeah, and a
Yep.
a stick token. What are sticks worth?
Yep. Not much, but it was the best item I had at the time.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay. So yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. You didn't have too much trouble putting it together, right?
No, not really. Maybe just the first time I built it the wrong way around, but otherwise it went smoothly.
Alright. And it looks good. I like that it's nice and slim. So for decorating, which I'll do next. I'll do some decorating, but
Yeah.
then for that it's nice and slim. I like it. It's perfect. Thank you. Thank you for putting this together, and I'll be sure to use you in the future again.
That's awesome. I'm very happy you like it.
I was just about to start working on decorating the strongman and finishing things up over here when I got news that we have an opportunity to meet up with Kyle Blane, the music man himself. Because the one thing a circus needs is the classic old music that always plays at the circus, and Kyle Blane is the best man for that kind of job, and it sounds like he has a bit of a clown story as well. So let's meet up with Art and him and make him an offer. He can refuse if he wants to, but he probably won't. Kyle, my boy!
KB!
Well,
Artorvian!
welcome back
KB.
home. KB?
KB!
KB?
KB.
Come
Art?
in.
KB, Art. KB. Gotta get that third person shot. So, yeah, you guys caught wind that my first job was a clown. Like, this isn't some weird role play thing that we're planning. I legit was a clown when I was a teenager. To sum up my experiences, let's just say this. We were really bad clowns. We were the worst. We would paint faces and make balloon animals at Jacksonville Jaguar games. The only thing worse than our clowning was our football playing. Okay. So anyways, yeah, we were terrible clowns. But I'm home now. I have returned to the circus, and I couldn't be happier. I hear you guys have a job for me.
Yeah, you're just in time, and I think Artovian can explain what we have in mind.
Yes. So as you can see, if we enter this this enormous tent, you can see there's a lot of space. There's a big space that's preferably built for people to gather in, but it's a bit boring. There's not much going on, and I thought we could sort of light up the atmosphere in here and make it a bit more jolly and add a bit of music in here.
Yes.
Yeah, we noticed you had a shop just for that purpose.
I do indeed. And let me tell you, the idea of putting music in here, I'm assuming we want to do it like underground.
Yes.
Yep, definitely.
Yes. There's so much space to work with in here. So what sort of thing are you looking for?
Circus music. And
Circus
jolly-
music.
I think that the
Jolly.
real, legit, childish, old school circus music.
Awesome. I think we can accomplish that very much.
And obviously, you have free reign to go as extreme as you want, and then you can just bring us the bill. We'll just sort the bill out afterwards. But yeah, you have complete creative freedom.
Yeah. I'm excited. I think this will be great. Yeah, I'll start working in creative worlds, planning out my chord progressions and my changes, and music words have left my brain.
That's okay. It's okay.
But trust me, I'm a professional.
just keep in mind that what you are about to do has the potential to be the piece de résistance of this circus.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll send you forth and do your thing, and when you're ready, you can just let us know, and we can meet back here, and then you can reveal your masterpiece.
Fantastic. I'll go get working on that. And hey, you guys, no more clowning around. This is business.
I can't really do much otherwise, but I'll try my best.
I have a professional mustache, so I should be fine.
It's all about the mustache. It's
And the
beautiful.
face. And on that humorous note, it does feel like a good place to end this episode on. I did go ahead and decorate the strongman just to finish it off, to polish it off. But there's nothing more to do in this episode. It's been a great episode. Thanks to Justin for helping me build the strongman's guts and the redstone bits. And thanks for Art and Kyle for showing up. And for Kyle for helping us with the music for the circus. Can't wait to see how that turns out. And remember, all of these members, their links will be in the description below, as will all the other AfterLife members. And another note, remember we have the application event, so you're welcome to apply for that. That's going to do it, so thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you next time.